These are Juan Gonzalez, Emily Lightborn, Ramis Hilton, Emily Rosario, and William Mayers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here they are. Tonight's starting lineup for your College Bearcats. At guard, the 5'5" sophomore from Whitestone, number 2, Angela Bacarella. At guard, the 4'11" sophomore from Brooklyn, number 3, Elissa Leung. And forward, the 5'8" freshman from Brooklyn, number 12, McRae. And guard, a 5'6" sophomore from Wayne, New Jersey, number 15, Trainer. And guard, a 5'7" sophomore from Pleasant Valley, New York, number 23, Castillo. Head coach of the Bearcats in his 5th year, Michael Petrosos. The assistant coaches are Elissa Leung and Caravangelos and Jan Locke. Now, let's play ball!
And welcome inside the Arc Arena on the campus of Baruch College here on 25th and Lexington in the heart of Manhattan. We have a great CUNYAC doubleheader this evening between the Lehman College Lightning and your Baruch College Bearcats. We heard the starters. We are about to tip off the women's game. And a huge game here alongside Joe Stolzer. I'm David Just Joe. We have huge playoff implications in both the women's and men's game, but we tip things off here with the women to start our evening.
Yeah, happy Friday, David. And when we've talked about this off the air, every year it comes down to this part of the year when you decide playoff seedings. Baruch has to defend their home court and really have good shot selections. Elissa Leung, Mia, Castillo, everybody's got to take good shots. If you don't have a good shot, let's work for it.
And the Bearcats having a strong season here at the Arc Arena as they're 5-2 on the year here on the campus of Baruch College, and an early turnover here for the Bearcats.
Well, it takes them a little while to get settled, but we got to get the quarterback the ball. Elissa.
So it's into the hands of Valentin. Back to Diallo. Inside now working is Ajove.
Well, Ajove is a post problem at the moment. It could be for Baruch.
And correction, that's Ojevwe. My apologies. As Leung off on the far side. And it'll be Barnes who comes the other way for the Lightning. Ooh, that might have gone off Barnes' leg last. It does. Good defense there by Castillo. And it's going to go back to the Bearcats.
Castillo, just tremendous hands and feet, causes a lot of turnovers for opposing teams, besides her scoring.
Both teams looking to get off the board. 0 points here in the first 4 possessions as it's Trainer now up top. Looking for Castillo inside. The Lightning have set up in the 2-3 zone on the defensive end. And it's on the near side to Bacarella. Ball swung around the perimeter quickly into the hands of Leung. Baruch have to get inside. They'll work that zone as now it's on to Bacarella. Nice ball movement here side to side. Shot is off. No good. Leung able to save it from going out of bounds. Nope. Stepped out of bounds. And it'll go back to the Lightning.
David, there's not a lot of room for Baruch because Lehman taking up a lot of room in the lane.
They have size, does Lehman. Got a 6'1" power forward, 6'3" center, and a 6 foot small forward here for the Lightning, as Baruch are going to have to defend multiple big bodies. And we've seen them do that on occasion this year, Joe. Another opportunity that was similar was against York earlier on in the season.
Well, they're going to have to move the ball quickly and find open shooters on the perimeter.
Now Barnes into the lane. Her shot off, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up, and has the first basket of the evening. Lightning lead 2-0.
Well, Barnes had position there.
So Castillo, hand off to Trainer, back to Castillo. Over to Leung here on the near side, up top to Trainer. Ball swung around the perimeter. Errant pass there. That's going to be run down by Duquesne. She goes right into the lane. She loses it. It's going to go off Leung last, and it'll stay with the Lightning underneath.
David, I would not have Trainer up at the top playing quarterback. I would have Elissa playing quarterback and move the ball swiftly.
Oh, McRae's able to knock it away into the hands of Leung, and she's going to push quickly up the floor. Leung trying to go coast to coast, gets her man in the air. Shot no good. McRae on the rebound. Her shot was blocked. Ball still loose. It's going to be Castillo. Nope, it's still loose on the floor, now out by the three-point line. Duquesne fighting with Trainer for it. It's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to go back to the Lightning.
Well, McRae never gave up on that play. She was with it the whole way. But that's who she is.
So it'll be Diallo to inbound right in front of her own bench. And Valentin to walk things up into the front court. Mitchell out on her.
Baruch's going to have to make things happen with their hands and feet and really, get steals and push the ball ahead of the defense setting for Lehman.
That's going to be an offensive foul there on Ojevwe, moving pick, and it's going to go back to the Bearcats. Nice play, Lightning trying to set up in an offensive end. Just sloppy play there by Lehman.
Yeah, but that's what Baruch's going to have to do, get things like offensive fouls to help their cause.
And Leung now far side jumper. She knocks it down from the mid-range, and
Great
we're tied
move.
at 2.
She was able to dribble free of the defender. That's what it's going to take against this Lehman defense.
And now Barnes bounce pass out to the far side. It's Diallo giving it up to Duquesne, who's able to get right into the lane and finish with the left hand.
Well, there was no defensive opposition on that play.
And it's tough. It's going to be tough to defend the pick and roll with 3 6-footers on the floor against the Bearcats. Bounce pass now to the near side to Castillo. Gets the ball into the interior. That's to McRae. Outside to Leung. Trainer's open straight on. She'll pull a 3, and she knocks it down. And Trainer picking right up where she left off last game, Joe. She was hot in the Battle of Lex.
Hopefully it'll carry over, but that was great ball movement, David. 3 or 4 passes to find an open Trainer. That's what it's going to take against his Lehman defense. Quick ball movement.
And correction, that was actually the game against Medgar Evers where she had the huge game from downtown.
Well, Baruch has got lucky because the post play hasn't hurt them yet of Lehman.
Nice defense there by Valentin as they're trying to get the ball into the interior to McRae.
But this is a huge game for Trainer because this type of game needs a Trainer to kind of shoot her. So once she sets her feet, she's got to release.
Correct. Yeah, Baruch's going to have to stretch the floor on the offensive end.
Yep.
As it's to Castillo. Leung, ball swung around the perimeter over to Trainer on the far side. She's going to pull a 3. Shot no good. Rebounded there by Jabi. Oh, but Baruch come away with it, and now it's Barnes.
Yeah, Castillo missed a gimme.
And Barnes right into the lane. Shot a little short, no good. Trainer on the rebound. Cola, who's now in the game all over Trainer after she came down with the board. Now Castillo into the free throw line. Leung going to pull up on the near side elbow. Shot no good. McRae on the rebound underneath for the Bearcats. Out to Castillo on the free throw line, and she tickles the twine.
Well, let's give the assist to McRae, who does a little of everything for this Bearcat attack.
And Diallo quickly the other way. Can't finish with the left hand. Baruch coming away with the rebound. It's Bacarella, and she took too many steps, and it's going to go back to Lehman.
Yeah, she's got to give the ball to Leung on that play. Give it to your quarterback, and let's bring it up. We don't want wasted possessions. Remember, this is rehearsal for the playoffs, so, Baruch has got to try and be sharp tonight because the playoffs are tomorrow, basically.
Yeah, it's the penultimate game of the season, as the last game of the season will also be at the Arc Arena. It'll be a doubleheader against John Jay, 5:30 on Tuesday.
Yeah, every game, David, at this point is a playoff game or rehearsal.
So it's Diallo up top, Leung all over her. Comes near side wing, trying to get the entry pass into Barnes, trying to post up against McRae. And it's going to be a foul against Barnes underneath, trying to use the arm to push off and create position. And it's going to go back to the Bearcats. Great defense there by McRae.
David, I see that Lehman's a little frustrated because their post play is not affecting Baruch. Baruch's defending.
So it's Leung here on the near side wing. And it's going to be a timeout for the Bearcats. Coach Catrozos, you can probably hear yelling for that timeout across the gym. So we'll step aside with 4:57 remaining here in the first. And welcome back to the Arc Arena. It's going to be Bearcats ball with 16 to shoot. And it's the same 5 on the floor for Baruch. Up to Trainer. Ball swung on the perimeter. Leung. Now bounce pass on the corner to Castillo. Looking for options. McRae calling for it underneath.
Yeah,
now it's Leung up top. 5 seconds to shoot. 4, 3. It's going to be Bacarella. She's going to have to put something up. Forces a shot. No good. And that's going to be a shot clock violation, and we'll go back to Lehman.
Yeah, Baruch is going to have to just play catch on the perimeter and have find somebody open because Castillo in the corner isn't really able to do much.
And Baruch setting up in the full court press. Into Barnes. Castillo picks her up at the halfway line. Now Leung on the double. Able to find Diallo, though, was Barnes. Diallo quickly doubled herself. Back out to Barnes here on the near side wing. Cola open back door. They find her. Oh, it's a little too strong on the shot. No good. Rebound batted around, and it's going to be into the hands of Castillo. She's quick to push into the front court, right into the lane. Her and Bacarella got tied up. Finds Leung on the near side, who knocks down the mid-range jumper.
Yeah, that's going to be the recipe for tonight.
And Barnes ahead of the pack the other way, and she's able to easily lay it in. Smart by McRae not to foul.
Well, Coach K can't be happy about that because Barnes just leaked out, and that can't happen. Not after you make a great play on offense.
And now Leung, near side, takes a jab step. Bounce pass far side, up top to Trainer. Straight on 3, no good from Trainer. Rebound batted out. And Lehman have gotten their hands on some rebounds, but not able to corral it as McRae goes inside her. She's fouled in the act and will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Baruch is looking for openings in the lane, particularly to get the ball to McRae. And that will open up. But, again, they have to move the ball quickly.
And Joe, a lot of rebounds getting batted out and not corralled with, taken in, and it just seems like there's been on both ends, but there's been multiple second chance, unnecessary, maybe even second chance.
Yeah, I have a feeling that these Lehman girls play volleyball as well, and they don't necessarily grab the ball; they tap it.
Now Barnes able to avoid the double team. Duquesne gets it into the front court over to Valentin, back up top to Duquesne, looking for options.
Well, this is what Baruch wants. Lehman to be way away from the basket, but not that.
And Valentin able to go from outside the three-point line right to the basket and finish with the right hand. Now Trainer up ahead in the front court. Trainer on the near side, gives it off to Leung. Leung dribbles to center court. Now back onto the near side to Trainer, inside to Castillo. Castillo gives it inside to McRae, who's able to finish right off the glass.
That's a highlight film. Great pass and great catch in traffic.
Good offensive possession there by the Bearcats.
Well, Baruch is allowing Lehman to put the ball on the floor and get to the basket. They're going to have to put a body in front.
And the foul there is going to be on Bacarella. That's going to be her first. It'll be Mitchell to come into the game for Bacarella. And Valentin good on the first. Only a 56% free throw shooter on the season, able to knock them both down, as it'll be Castillo quickly doubled. Cross-court pass over to Trainer. Now to Leung up top, back to Trainer on the far side. Leung crossover move, gives it off to Trainer. Trainer's open for the 3. She's going to pull, and she knocks it down. Big shot there from Paige Trainer, and that gives her 6 of the Baruch's 15.
Paige Trainer, lock and load. That's what she does best for this Baruch attack. And, again, when you have Leung up there playing quarterback, she's going to get the ball to the right people.
So Cola trying to find Duquesne on the far side, knocked out of bounds by Castillo, and it'll stay right there for the Lightning.
Castillo's going to have to be very active, as well as the other 4 Bearcats. The activity is going to rattle Lehman, David.
So Rodriguez now with the ball, just checked into the game for the Lightning. Over to Diallo, now inside to Barnes. Barnes been posting up all night, trying to go to work on McRae. Shot no good, gets her own rebound and able to finish. Maybe through some contact there, Joe.
Well, Barnes looks like a very effective post player. Baruch is going to have to really find a way. That's just a tough turnover for the Bearcats.
Ooh, Valentin, nice little kind of a hop-through move between 2 defenders. She's fouled on the way up and will go to the line to shoot 2.
So Lehman looks like they found some things that they can get by the Baruch defense. Valentin to the basket and Barnes down low.
Even then, though, Bearcats sloppy with the ball, turning it over at the midway court, the half court, and allowing for Valentin to really go coast to coast almost immediately.
Yeah, I mean, all it's going to take is positioning.
So Leung into the lane. Nice play there by Elissa Leung. Shot no good, a little too strong. McRae back out to Leung. Leung gonna pull. She's feeling it right now. Around and out, no good. Mitchell on the rebound, can't finish. Shot too short. Diallo comes away with the rebound. Mitchell ties her up. Ball still loose. Into the hands of Leung. Leung into the lane. Floater no good. Diallo again on the rebound. Baruch had about 3 or 4 opportunities there, Joe, to get the basket.
McRae just relentless. What Bacarella brings to the team and McRae have 2 relentless players that just never give up. Now Baruch has to settle into what's the defense that's going to stop this success of Lehman, both with Barnes and also Valentin putting a head down, going to the basket like a running back.
That'll be Duquesne right into the lane, off the glass, good. And she finishes through the contact, so she'll go to the line for a chance at an and one.
Now she's a true post player, and Baruch is going to have to find a way to get her out. She's camping in the lane.
And we talked about it on previous games, Joe, where the Baruch opponent had maybe a player that had a size advantage or able to work in the post. It's less so about letting them get the ball inside. It's about the positioning they're able to set up with. How deep will they get the ball when they catch it?
Yeah, they've really encountered that multiple times this season.
And Castillo now into the lane, over to Leung on the far side, outside to Trainer, far side wing. Shot no good. It's going to be off Duquesne last, and it'll stay right there for the Bearcats.
Yeah, it's really essential that Trainer hit that shot. She is wide open. No one near her.
So Bacarella now over to Trainer on the far side. She's going to pull the shot from mid-range. I think it was just inside the three-point line. Bacarella able to take that ball right back for the Bearcats. It's Castillo over to Leung up top. Jab step takes the pick from McRae. Inside to McRae now, who's working on Rodriguez. Nice play there to switch the defender there from Leung. And shot there from Trainer, no good. McRae fighting for the rebound, gives it off to Leung. Leung over to Castillo, near side jumper, high, no good. It'll be Valentin who comes away with the rebound, but Joe, if you're Leung, you love that switch on the pick and roll.
Yeah, I mean, we got to find a way to get Castillo going because she's really not in the flow, and Baruch starts and finishes with her.
Now Leung right into the lane, inside to McRae, who's able to get it down and in. And just like that, Baruch will take a 2-point lead into the second quarter. Baruch 17, Lehman 15. We'll be right back with more basketball on YouTube channel Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. And welcome back to the Arc Arena. It's going to be Bacarella, Castillo, Leung, McRae, and Altamirano in the game for the Bearcats. Diallo, Rodriguez, Barnes, Duquesne, and Valentin for the Lightning. Now Castillo, near side three, quick to pull on the opening possession here. Ball last out against, I don't know if anyone touched it. It was either off Altamirano's hand last or it just went off the rebound. Either way, it's going to go back to the Lightning.
Castillo, that was her fourth shot only into the second period. So Baruch has gone secondary offensively if their leading scorer is not getting anything going on.
And back, oh, nice pass there by Castillo, up to McRae, who's a little too strong on the layup and can't finish with the left
Well, that
hand.
was Patrick Mahomes to a streaking Kansas City Chief receiver, but no touchdown.
So now Barnes over to Rodriguez here on the near side. Barnes gives it off to Duquesne underneath. Shot no good. Gets her own rebound. Again, no good. And it's going to be McRae who comes away with the rebound and gives it up to Castillo on the far side, who's quick to push into the front court. Now over to Leung on the near side. Jab step. And we'll dribble up to the center circle. Bacarella on the far side. Hand off to Castillo. Castillo's going to pull it deep straight on three and knocks it down.
I was going to say, David, Mia standing on the foul line is not doing them anything. If she steps out, she'll have a shot at the key.
And just like that, 2 out of her 3 baskets shots have able to find the bottom of the basket. She's got 5 as it's Diallo now in the front court for the Lightning, working on Leung. Crossover move, trying to find Barnes underneath. Duquesne on the far side, inside to Barnes, and she's able to lay it in.
Well, that's too many openings. Baruch has to tighten up down low in their post defense.
Rodriguez all over Castillo. Castillo spins away into the front court over to Leung. Ball swung around the perimeter. Back outside to Leung. It's going to be too many steps on Altamirano, and it's going to go back to the Lightning.
I don't think they should be going into the corners because Lehman's doing a good job of bottling up the corners. You got all this open space at the top.
And Baruch have found their most of their success tonight when they've moved the ball side to side in the front court.
Right. The corners are just nothing happening there.
Now it's Barnes over to Valentin on the far side. Working against Bacarella. Crossover move. Valentin into the lane. Nice move there by Valentin, and a floater is able to go.
Again, the openings are creating problems for Baruch.
Now Leung into the front court over to Bacarella on the far side. Bounce pass inside to McRae. Looking for options. Finds Altamirano. Ball swung around the perimeter. It's into the hands of Leung. Far side wing 3. Shot no good. Maybe a little too strong off right rim. And it'll be the Lightning who come away with it. Diallo to bring it into the front court for Lehman. Over to Valentin here on the near side wing. Diallo up top, back to Valentin. Valentin's going to pull the 3. A little late on the closeout was Altamirano. Shot no good off left rim. And it'll be McRae on the rebound and Castillo to push for the Bearcats. Ooh, nice move there. Castillo going right into the lane and finishing off the glass.
Yeah, Castillo saw that she had one defender to beat. Smart play.
And Barnes into the lane, drawing the foul there underneath. Oh, correction. They're actually going to call it on Barnes. Nice play there by McRae to take the charge. And it's going to go back to the Bearcats. That's going to be Barnes' second.
The play of McRae in this first half has really helped out Baruch. She's doing things other than scoring.
And even then, she's got 5 points as well. Throw it on with add in 6 rebounds. And she's having a strong start to this game. McRae averaging almost a double-double a game, almost 12 rebounds per as Bacarella now has it. McRae posting up inside, gets the ball now inside out to Trainer on the far side. Shot no good. Long rebound there is going to go out of bounds on the far side and go back to the Lightning. We got to like the inside-outside game there, Joe, by the Bearcats.
Great work by McRae to Trainer. And again, Trainer's been open, and she's been able to set her feet. Baruch just has to knock down a little bit more of their shots.
A little more than 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter. It's Valentin on the near side into the corner to Barnes. Ooh, that pass to Diallo almost tipped away by Castillo. Castillo does get another hand on it. Diallo still with it. Castillo all over her. Now over to Valentin. Castillo picks her up. Nice switch there. And Baruch swarming defense here on the near side. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Barnes got to work quick. Shot no good. She's fouled, though, as she goes up with it and she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Barnes could be a problem in this game. She has a nose for the basket.
And Barnes off on the first. Barnes on the season only a 65% free throw shooter if she's good on the second.
Well, the more times that she gets to the line, she may warm up, but we don't want that.
Nice job by the Bearcats to break down The press inside to McRae. High shot, no good. Grant on the rebound, outside to Castillo at the free throw line, who rattles it home.
Grant doesn't waste any time coming in and making a big play, finding an open Castillo.
So now Rodriguez into the lane. She's tied up underneath. They're going to call it a jump ball, and that's going to stay with the Lightning as Leung will check back into the game.
Yeah, great hands and feet by Baruch, and that's what it's going to take. As soon as Lehman penetrates, the hands and feet are going to stop any penetration from Lehman by Baruch.
So Diallo now has it up top. Duquesne on the far side, back to Diallo. She's going to pull a three straight on. That looks off. It is from the left side, and it's Bacarella on the rebound.
Yeah, we'd love for them to shoot from the outside. We just don't want them to penetrate.
Lehman as a team this year, not a strong three-point shooting team, only at 20% from downtown. Coincidentally, they're holding their opponents to only 26% from downtown, so good guarding the three as well.
Trainer again was able to get a good shot off, just a little short.
She's not afraid to. She's clearly gotten the instruction. If she has the shot, take it. She's had a few good games in a row now, starting out 2 of 8 tonight. But she does have 6 points.
Now she's got to pass and just get to her spot.
Now Grant inside. She's quickly doubled back outside to Leung. Nope, they're going to say. So it's an injury timeout here from the referees as Cola comes off the floor.
Yeah, Cola seemed to be icing her before the game.
So now Leung working on Duquesne. That's actually number 23, Jabi underneath. Now to McRae shot no good.
Well, McRae got bumped, but there was a no call.
So it'll be Diallo into the front court over to Jabi on the near side. Castillo comes to the scorer's table to check into the game. Duquesne outside to Barnes on the near side. Shot no good. Trainer on the rebound. Leung going to push. Baruch quickly into the front court. Leung slowing things up now by the three-point line. Gives it up top to Bacarella. Bacarella over to Grant here on the near side. Grant outside the Trainer. Ball swung around the perimeter up top to Leung. Leung looking for options. Here comes McRae with the pick. Leung takes it. Nice switch there. Getting Duquesne on her.
Yeah, this is a 1-on-1 if Leung can move.
Leung step back three. Shot no good.
Again, Coach K trying to get some opening in the lane because there's just no room to move in the lane.
And at that point, I feel like if you're Leung, you got to take Duquesne on one-on-one. You had the mismatch after the pick and roll.
Well, she could have gone to the basket or done a step back. She had 2 options there.
Yeah, or you clear out on the far side because then you had Valentin on McRae underneath. So you had options to play the pass or take Duquesne to the hole.
Yeah, I think they have to get McRae working and let Lehman go to the bench as far as their post is concerned, because that's the biggest obstacle for Baruch is the clogged up middle due to the post size of Lehman.
And Valentin right inside to Barnes. Shot no good. She's fouled on the way up.
Normally McRae does a good job of denying. She didn't do that time, but
so it's going to be a timeout for Coach Harrison and the Lehman College Lightning as they trail by 4 with a little under 4 minutes remaining. We'll be right back with more second quarter action. So both teams break the huddle. It'll be Barnes at the line to shoot two. 3:47 remaining. Baruch lead 24-20. Don't forget, this is the first game of our doubleheader against Lehman. The game after this will be the men's game between Lehman and Baruch, a battle for first place with only 2 games remaining here before the playoffs.
And that, Baruch Nation, that will be an epic battle tonight. 2 rivals with a lot on the line.
First place, to be exact, and it's rare you get that game 2 games before the end of the season, as the last game of the year is John Jay. That's this Tuesday, Valentine's Day, here at the Arc Arena. So if you're around that don't have plans, feel free to come on down and visit the Arc and see the Baruch College Bearcats welcome the John Jay Bloodhounds. Now Castillo inside to McRae. Bounce pass low, though. Ball still loose. And it's going to be the foul on Barnes.
Boy, Castillo trying to find her open teammates. But again, it's just too clogged up in the paint.
So that's the 3rd foul already on Barnes.
Well, Castillo, if she can, will have to go to the basket to try and get some foul trouble for Lehman.
Castillo pops out and is able to knock down the 3 from the near side, extending the Bearcats' lead to 6.
Okay. But again, Lehman with a thin bench, you might want to cause some foul problems if you can.
Barnes is already her 3rd. She's going to play with it, though. She has the ball now on the far side, gives it up to Valentin here on the near side. Crossover move into the lane. Trying to find Barnes on the far side, and it's going to go back out of bounds to the Bearcats. And Barnes already 3 fouls, Joe. 23 points a game she averages. Already in some foul trouble here in the second.
Well, Baruch is going to have to take advantage of that real quick now and, you know, cut down on some of the obstacles that they're facing. Barnes, one of them, she's gone to the bench.
And that might be the last we see of her in the first half. Checking into the game was Genesis Rodriguez, as Leung now into the lane outside near side Trainer. That's going to be a 3. Shot off back iron, no good. And Jabi comes away with the rebound for the Lightning.
Essentially, Lehman is playing a box of 1 on Castillo.
And Duquesne into the lane, able to finish with the left hand, and that's what you want to see if you're Coach Harrison. One of your bigs put her head down and go right to the basket.
That was a great post move. Shielded the defender with the right hand, went up with the left hand.
Now Castillo right into the lane. Oh, her lamb a little too strong. Nice rebound there by McRae. Trainer straight on, and she finds nothing but the bottom of the net. That's going to be a 2, though, and it'll be a 29-23 lead. 2 minutes remaining here in the half.
But a big shot because Trainer was wide open.
Nice find up ahead to Diallo. Diallo right to the lane.
Well, these are baskets. These are baskets Coach K can't be happy about. Talk about freebies.
Now Castillo quickly the other way right into the lane. Gives it outside Bacarella. Near side jumper. Shot off front rim. No good. Castillo bats it into the hands of Jabi. And it'll be Diallo to walk things up. Gives it over to Valentin here on the near side. Leung against Valentin. Valentin right into the lane. Shot no good. But it's going to be Jabi who comes away with the rebound. And it's outside to Diallo. Gives it over to Rodriguez. Duquesne calling for it. Now going to work on McRae. Duquesne shot a bit short. Once again, strong move. Just couldn't finish there.
Yeah, they're going to have to be very careful with Duquesne. She's getting very comfortable down low.
And a nice block there. Able to run, follow the ball down the floor. And Coach Harrison getting a warning from one of the referees.
Coach Harrison, a long-time coach here at Lehman.
So now it's Castillo, near side wing 3. Shot off front rim, no good. Ball swung around the perimeter. Baruch able to get an extra possession out of this one. Now Leung going to drive. Curls back out, gives it over to Castillo on the near side. Her and Leung a bit bunched up. Cross-court pass to Bacarella. Up top, 9 seconds left. On the shot clock, make it 7. And it's going to be a travel underneath from McRae. And it's going to go back to the Bearcats.
That was a case where they just needed to shoot from the perimeter because McRae had no room to maneuver.
So it'll be Diallo right into the lane, be able to finish with the right hand. Nice move there. And we've seen the Lightning really have their best success, Joe, when they go strong into the lane and finish at the rim.
It's been one type of basket, David, all night. a layup, basically, that Lehman has done.
Now Trainer near side, Bacarella at the free throw line. Shot off right iron, no good. And it's going to be Duquesne with 20 seconds left in the game. In the half. Brings it into the front court, make it 14 seconds. And it's going to be Valentin, 8, 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Ball knocked out of bounds by Castillo. Who I think she was even surprised about that cross-court pass. And with 3.5 remaining, it's going to be Lehman's ball right in front of the Bearcats bench.
David, Bacarella is going to have to make some shots in the second half because she's missed some wide-open shots.
Diallo knocks it down right before the buzzer. And a big basket there gives Lehman the lead going into the break, 30-29.
Well, happy birthday, Diallo.
So that'll do it for the first half. We'll step aside for halftime and be back with more second half action. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. And welcome back to second half action at the Arc Arena. If you're wondering why it was just a little bit longer than normal, we had a bit of a technical difficulty here at the Arc. We are all set and ready to go for second half action. A big three right there before the half by Diallo sends Lehman into the break, up by 1.
But once again, the script doesn't change for Baruch. Bottled up in the paint. They're going to have to make do with perimeter shots. Bacarella's going to have to make some of her shots. She's been open. And, of course, Paige Trainer has to do her thing from the three-point line.
So it'll be Bacarella, Trainer, Leung, Castillo, and McRae for the Bearcats. Valentin, Duquesne, Diallo, Barnes, and Cola. Looks like that's good to see her back as she left the first half with an injury. And the ball into the hands of Castillo, right into the lane. Step back jumper, blocked there by Diallo. McRae runs down that loose ball. Going to go to work in the paint. And it's going to be a foul there on McRae, actually, on the offensive end. And it's going to go back to Lehman.
Wow. I think that could have gone either way.
So it'll be Diallo to walk things up into the front court over to Cola on the far side. Now into the hands of Barnes. Cross court pass dangerous over to Valentin, who goes past Castillo. They're going to say it was on the floor. It's on Castillo, and that's going to be her second.
Well, Castillo, again, just needs to move her hands and her feet and stay in front.
So it'll be Cola to inbound, Valentin to inbound underneath over to Diallo, back to Valentin, wide open on the near side. Gives it inside to Duquesne. She's quickly doubled. Now inside to Barnes. Barnes going to work against Trainer. Shot no good. And it's going to be Barnes going to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Barnes was very successful getting to the basket in the first half. Baruch, again, is going to have to try and deny the pass into her because she's got great position.
And Barnes only 2 of 4 from the line here in the first half and misses the first of her second half.
Well, she learns to knock down her shot. She could be a very effective player.
And knocks down the second. She has 11 for the Lightning. And now Castillo able to bring it up into the front court on the Bearcats symbol now. Trying to set up the offense. Handoff to Leung. Leung calling for the pick. Takes the pick left. Now has Duquesne out on her. Wants McRae to clear out. Crossover move from Leung. Handoff now to McRae. McRae back outside to Leung. Leung mid-range shot on the near side, and hits the bottom of the net. And just like that, the Bearcats have their first bucket of the second half.
Yeah, Trainer was wide open up at the top of the key.
And the Bearcats setting into a 2-3 zone with Leung and Bacarella up top. Inside to Duquesne. She takes too many steps, and it's going to go back to the Bearcats. We're tied here at 31.
Well, it seems like if you defend the Lehman players, and they are prone to turning it over. So Baruch has got to just, stay with a tight defense.
So Castillo taking the pick right from Grant. Now has Duquesne out on her. Another pick from Grant. Handoff to Leung. Crossover move. Nice play there. Trying to find an option. It's Bacarella on the far side. Her shot a little too strong. Duquesne on the rebound for Lehman. Up ahead to Diallo. She goes past Castillo. Now into the paint, and she'll curl back on the near side. Gives it up top to Duquesne. Swung around the perimeter over to Valentin. Far side 3. Shot no good. Rebounded there by Castillo, and it's going to be the Bearcats quickly the other way. Castillo right into the lane, going against Duquesne. Steps around her and able to finish at the basket.
Yeah, there was some contact, but a no call. Castillo continues to the basket, makes the shot.
Now Valentin over to Barnes on the far side. Bounce pass inside to Duquesne. She's quickly doubled up top to Diallo. Thinks about the shot. Crossover move. Gives it off to Valentin on the far side wing. Inside to Barnes. Barnes, her dribble getting knocked away there by Castillo. Castillo ahead of the pack. High layup, no good. I think she got her shot maybe might have been altered by the presence of Diallo. Now the other way to Barnes, who's able to lay it in.
Well, Castillo had an easy path to the basket, but she couldn't figure out how she wanted to release the shot.
And the indecisiveness cost Baruch. Is now a crossover move there by Leung, who's able to get into the lane. Her shot blocked by Barnes. Cola over to Diallo, and Diallo going to bring it into the front court for the Lightning. Her dribble, almost got away from her. And Diallo able to get into the lane and lay it in.
Well, Coach K can't be happy with this easy penetration by Lehman right through the Baruch defense.
And Castillo now has it up top. They trail by 2. A little more than 3 minutes gone here in the third. Grant outside to Bacarella, trying to get it over to Castillo on the far side, and it's going to go off of Diallo last, and will stay right there with the Bearcats.
So Baruch again, don't look first inside, but let's get our spots around the perimeter. Trainer's been open.
Grant right to the basket and able to lay it in. Nice play there. And a bit of the Lightning defense just took a little too hard of a step towards the outside, allowing Grant access to the paint.
That was a breakdown in Lehman's defense.
Dangerous pass here to Valentin. Now in the corner, bounce pass inside. It's Barnes going to work. Rodriguez's shot just a little too strong. Barnes on the offensive rebound is able to finish. I don't know if it was through the contact or if Castillo had a piece of the ball. Either way, Barnes able to finish.
Barnes is doing too much work underneath. Coach K is going to have to figure out how to deal with Barnes.
Handoff now to Leung. Takes the double pick. Nice find inside to Grant. Grant going in a little too strong, though. Gets her own rebound. Grant right back inside. Shot no good. Trying to bat it out was Grant, but Rodriguez comes away with the rebound for the Lightning. It'll be Diallo to walk it up across the timeline. Gives it off to Valentin on the far side, trying to get the entry pass inside to Barnes. Good defense there by Trainer, and it's going to go off the Bearcats.
Yeah, Grant looks like she came up hobbling after that sequence.
So Encarnacion into the game for the first time tonight now. Rodriguez on the near side. Ball swung around the perimeter. Entry pass inside to Barnes. Going 1-on-2 and the basket. Count it. Nice play there by Barnes to go through the contact, and she'll go to the line to shoot one.
Barnes once again had great position to do damage. Baruch cannot stop that.
And Barnes knocks down the free throw. So Lehman with, I think, their largest lead of the night. Let me confirm that. 40-35. Yep, 40-35. As Baruch able to answer on the other end with Mia Castillo getting the bucket.
Yeah, Castillo kind of beat the defense down court. Now, let's see, does Barnes, get that position again?
And I'm almost okay if, you let Castillo stay on Barnes and let Valentin shoot from the near side here on that last possession. As shot no good there from Duquesne. It's going to be the Bearcats who are able to bring it down. Maybe. And Encarnacion still struggling to get the ball down. Now Leung. And Baruch can't get it across the halfway line within 10 seconds, so it's going to be a turnover by the Bearcats.
Uncharacteristically, the Bearcats stayed in the backcourt longer than usual.
So 3-point game now with Diallo on the far side. Ball swung around the perimeter inside to Duquesne, trying to go even further inside to Barnes. She's going to work and able to finish through, I think, some contact there. And she's been having a nice game inside, showing off all the post moves tonight.
Well, once she gets that position and a clear path to her, it's over.
Now it's Castillo up top. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Gives it over to Encarnacion on the near side. Encarnacion gets fouled on her way to the basket. They're going to say it was on the floor, and that's going to be on 13. Valentin, that's her first. And Barnes, 20 points and 7 boards here with a little more than 4 minutes remaining in the third.
But Barnes, her points have been backbreakers. They've just taken the air out of, the balloon, which is Baruch.
Encarnacion, far side three, and she knocks it down. Big shot there from Encarnacion, and she's on the score sheet.
Well, shout out to Coach K for putting her in the game, and she produces right off the bat. Big shot, gives Lehman something to think about.
Now Duquesne inside, trying to go with Barnes, a little too strong, goes off the chest of Barnes, right into the waiting hands of Leung. Leung going right into the lane. Gives it out to Bacarella. Free throw line jumper is good.
The Italian Stallion, her family really liking that. They've been waiting a long time.
Having a good all-around game. That's her first bucket. She has 5 rebounds, though, and 2 assists. So Diallo now has it on the near side. Duquesne, free throw line jumper. Line drive shot is good.
Well, that was a friendly rim, I think, for her.
Crossover from Castillo. Takes the pick from Grant. Gives it over to Bacarella on the near side. Now Castillo going to pull a near side 3. Ooh, that one was halfway down, and Diallo clears the rebound for Lehman.
Well, that's a good shot for Castillo.
Rodriguez on the near side. Jab step, now up top to Diallo.
Now they have to locate Barnes. Where is she?
Valentin right into the lane. Shot a bit too heavy. Bacarella comes away with the rebound into Leung.
I'll take Barnes standing at the foul line, but Baruch turned it over.
And Diallo able to go right to the basket and lay it in. Baruch another turnover at the midcourt, leading to a easy possession for the Lightning. Now Castillo over to Encarnacion. Near side to Bacarella. Now over to Castillo on the far side. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Coming in on 2 minutes remaining here in the third. Castillo over to Leung on the near side. Leung driving baseline. Her shot, they're going to say, was blocked. I think she thought there was some contact, and Barnes comes away with it for the Lightning. Brings it into the front court on the far side wing. And it'll be Diallo to slow things up.
I think Baruch has been rattled a little by the size of Lehman and how they've had to try and overcome that.
Rodriguez up top. Inside to Duquesne now. Rodriguez on the far side. They're going to have to put something up as there's no time left on the shot clock. They're going to say the shot did not count. It's going to be a shot clock violation, and it's going to go back to the Bearcats. So great D there, Joe, from Baruch.
Well, as long as they locate Barnes, they're okay. And they can worry about the secondary players. Keep them away from the basket. We'll live with their outside shooting, they being Lehman.
So Castillo now crossover move, step back shot. A little too strong, no good. And Lehman come the other way with it. It'll be Diallo into the front court. Diallo thinks about the shot, gives it off to Valentin. Now back up top to Diallo, inside to Jabby. Back out to Valentin, up top to Diallo. Diallo looks at the basket, one dribble, step back crossover. Now at the top of the key, takes the pick there from Jabby. Step back shot from Diallo's no good. And it'll be McRae who runs it down. She gets fouled. And that's only going to be the second team foul with 49.6 remaining here in the third.
Well, one of the things Baruch has to do at this point of the game is go to the basket. Lehman with a thin bench. Baruch has not been to the foul line, David.
Where Lehman's gotten there 12 times tonight. Now Leung takes the pick from McRae. It's going to be an offensive foul on McRae. That's a bit of a touch foul there, if you ask me, and it's going to go back to the Lightning.
Well, these referees have had a quick whistle throughout the game.
So Duquesne and Grant into the game as Rodriguez brings it up. 35 seconds remaining here in the third. It's over to Valentin on the far side, back up top to Rodriguez.
So they have to locate Barnes.
Diallo, near side 3. She's open, shot no good. And if you're going to limit the entry pass into Barnes, I'm okay with Diallo taking that near side 3. Nice defensive play there by Barnes as she hits the deck, knocks the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, to your point, David, the percentages favor the fact that Lehman will not make a perimeter shot.
And Barnes is shooting 57% from the floor, whereas Lehman's only 1 of 7 from downtown. So you want to give him that deep shot. You're getting some stops, but Barnes has been hurting you inside.
Barnes could not be any closer to the basket on all her shot attempts. And Baruch has not found an answer for that.
So now Leung here on the near side. Crossover move, 12 seconds left on the game clock. Castillo into the lane, gives it off to Grant. Grant's going to shoot. Shot off right side, no good, and Lehman will have an opportunity for one last chance to score with 5.7 remaining here in the third. And it's going to be a slew of subs for Lehman. It's going to be Duquesne, Valentin, and Barnes into the game. So it's Rodriguez back to Diallo. Diallo hit one right before the half. Inside to Barnes, has to put it up. Fadeaway shot off back rim. No good, and that will do it for 3/4 of action here at the Arc Arena between Lehman and Baruch. Lehman goes into the break up by 4. We'll be right back with 4th quarter action. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. So welcome back to the Arc Arena. It's 4th quarter action in the first game of our doubleheader between Lehman and Baruch. It'll be Rodriguez, Valentin, Diallo, Duquesne, and Barnes on the floor for Lehman. It's Trainer, Bacarella, Leung, Grant, and Castillo for the Bearcats. It's Rodriguez up top as Lehman hold a 4-point lead. Trainer out on Rodriguez, now near side to Valentin, trying to get the entry pass into Barnes. Nice knockaway there by Castillo. Barnes runs it down. Finds Duquesne underneath. Her shot no good. Castillo is able to come away with it. And Baruch have gotten their stops, Joe. They just haven't found it on the offensive end.
Castillo's going to have to go to work.
Castillo, mid-range shot on the far side is good. And Baruch have cut the deficit to 2.
Yeah. This is a playoff atmosphere game. You're going to have to go with your star player to get you a W.
Now Diallo right into the lane. Her shot blocked. Nope, they're going to say it was a foul underneath on number 15, Trainer.
Well,
that's going to be her first.
Trainer bailed her out because she was basically out of bounds on that play. If ever Castillo was going to really shine, it's right now. 4th quarter, big game.
And Diallo at the line to shoot 2. And good on the first.
So Diallo doing her bit.
Not bad for only a 52% free throw shooter on the year.
Yeah, Castillo again now. She's going to have to try and find her own shot. Of course, Mitchell capable of scoring.
Now Castillo, jab step on the far side. She's closed off there. 13 seconds on the shot clock.
If they swing it, they could get Trainer. Well, she's covered now, but...
Now Castillo into the lane, outside to Trainer. Nice pass by Castillo. Trainer gets that one to go from downtown, and just like that, Baruch, still trail by 1.
But if Trainer moves and they find her, we got a good chance.
And it's going to be an offensive foul there on it's going to be on Diallo. That's going to be her first, and a big opportunity here for the Bearcats to retake the lead.
Yeah, if Trainer moves and gets some position, she's ready to knock down some threes.
Leung crossover move into the lane. She gets stripped from behind. And it'll be Barnes who brings it up for the Lightning. Handoff to Rodriguez here up top. Gives over to Valentin on the far side wing. Inside to Barnes, who goes even deeper inside to Duquesne on the far side. A little bit of a right-hand push, it looked like, from Duquesne. Ball batted around, still loose, and Leung's the one who comes away with it. And Duquesne is down. Castillo gets fouled as she was driving baseline.
This is easy, Dave. It's Castillo, number one option, and then everybody else.
Inbound to Leung. Back out to Castillo on the far side. Leung with 7 seconds to shoot, has to get it up. She does, and she finds the bottom of the net. A nice play there from Elissa Leung, and Castillo able to find her on the far side as Diallo, ooh.
Great hustle by Castillo. Took away a layup, David.
Good job not to foul, and I actually thought it went off Diallo last after Castillo touched it. Either way, it'll be Lightning's ball underneath their own basket. Baruch lead by 1, 49-48. Duquesne has it on the far side, inside to Barnes, going against Castillo. Shot no good. Barnes gets her own rebound, trying to throw it back up. Still no good. Duquesne knocks it into the waiting hands of Leung, who comes the other way. Nope, she loses it a little bit, and they're going to say it was a foul there on Rodriguez, so it'll be Bearcats ball on the far side.
Notice the momentum shifting a little bit to Baruch now with 7:19 remaining. Remember, Mitchell in the game for Coach K can do a lot of things out there.
So now Leung has it up top. Takes the pick from Castillo. Leung has Rodriguez on her. Leung into the lane. Now to Castillo. Castillo shot a little too short. No good. And Barnes comes away with the rebound. That
was a wide open shot for Castillo.
That's her 7th rebound on the night. Now it's Diallo here on the near side. They're trying to get Barnes available. Here comes the pick from Barnes. And they had the mismatch there, Joe. They had Barnes on Leung if they wanted her inside, so smart foul by the Bearcats.
Yeah, Baruch is going to have to stay locked in and focus. Right now, emotion is taking over.
And Coach Catrozos wants to talk things over as Castillo now has 4 fouls. We'll be right back with more CUNYAC basketball here at the Arc Arena. So both teams break the huddle, and Castillo will stay in the game with 4 fouls, so she's got to be careful here. It's Leung, McRae, Bacarella, Trainer, and Castillo for the Bearcats.
Yeah.
Valentin inbound for the Lightning underneath.
Baruch has got to, stay poised. It's the home court game for them.
Bounce pass up top to Diallo. Step back. Nope, thought about the shot over to Valentin. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Diallo. Step back shot. Someone's gonna have to do something here now. Rodriguez inside to Duquesne, inside to Barnes. They're gonna say nope, shot clock violation, and it's gonna go back to the Bearcats.
Great defense by Baruch, but once again, Barnes was open, so Baruch has to really be aware of her. She's a difference maker.
So Castillo has it now on the center symbol. Takes the pick from McRae. McRae rolls off. Castillo calling out the offense on the far side wing. Up top to McRae.
Well, they need to get it back to Castillo and let somebody screen for her, which Leung just did.
Castillo gives it outside to Bacarella. Far side shot just a bit too far, and it hits near side iron, and Barnes comes away with the rebound for Lehman.
Big shot by Bacarella. Hopefully the next one goes down for her.
So Diallo has it up top over to Valentin, trying to give the entry pass into Barnes.
Castillo's got to come over. There you go.
Nice block there, trying to get the ball inside to Duquesne as Castillo gets a hand in there, and now she's quickly to push the other way. Castillo gets that knocked away from her, and it's going to go back. Excuse me, it's going to stay with the Bearcats.
Castillo, great play to step in on that last possession for Lehman.
You got to walk that fine line between being a little too overzealous. Don't want to mess around with the 4 fouls. As Castillo's elbow jumper is good, and she knocks it down. Coming on the halfway point of the fourth quarter, Baruch lead 51-48. It's been back and forth action here between the Lehman College Lightning and your Baruch College Bearcats.
So they have to stop without fouling.
And Diallo straight on 3 off right rim, no good, and McRae pulls down that rebound for the Bearcats.
Baruch daring Lehman to beat them with the outside shot. Great pass by Bacarella.
And McRae lays it in. And Coach Harrison wants to talk things over, rightly so.
To the delight of the Bacarella family.
With 4:57 remaining, Baruch have a 5-point lead. So it'll be Lehman ball going left to right here with Diallo walking it up for the Lightning.
The momentum has shifted to Baruch now with 4:52 left. Home court for them. Everything on the line.
Entry pass into Duquesne. Nice hands there by Castillo. And she comes away with the steal there. Bacarella in some trouble. They're going to say it was she got fouled on the far side. We'll see who it's against. Yep, it's on Duquesne, and that's gonna be Lehman's 4th team foul as a whole.
Once again, Castillo stepped in and deflected that ball into Bacarella's hands, causing that turnover. So she's doing it on both ends. But Castillo, David, is the closer. Let's see if she can close this one out.
Leung has it up top now. 4.5 remaining here in the ball game. Handoff to Castillo. Free throw line jumper. Just a bit short. Ball batted all the way out to the 3-point line into the hands of Diallo for Lehman, and she'll bring it into the front court. Over near side to Valentin. Barnes calling for it inside, working on Trainer. They're going to call it a blocking foul. They're going to say I think it's going to be Trainer underneath. It is.
Yeah, Paige stopped moving her feet. She bodied up Barnes. Again, this is about moving your hands and feet simply on defense for Baruch.
So Valentin inside to Duquesne, now outside to Valentin. Baruch quickly to close out on these shooters. Diallo goes all the way to the hoop, but her shot is too strong, and now Castillo the other way, up ahead to Bacarella. Gives it off to Leung. Her shot was blocked. I think it was Duquesne from behind.
Well, there was definite contact on that.
And no call there, and it's going to be Coach Catrozo's having a word with the ref as he thought that was some definite contact, as Joe was mentioning, and now it's Leung up top, takes the pick from McRae.
All right, Baruch should work the clock a little and get a good shot.
Now Castillo has it up top. Near side wing, crossover move. She's closed off. Bounce pass on the near side. Leung shot no good, but they're going to say there was a foul on Castillo outside. And that's going to actually send Castillo to the line as Baruch is in the bonus.
Yeah, I think the ref wanted to make that up, the no call for Leung.
And off on the first, off back rim.
Well, normally great foul shooter.
And good on the second. Baruch extend their lead to 6, 3:42 remaining here in the ball game as it's Cola now on the near side.
Big stop now by the Lady Bearcats. Where is Barnes?
Barnes has the ball now on the elbow. Shot too short, able to get her own rebound and lay it right in. And it's going to be a timeout for Coach Harrison with 3:22 remaining here in the ball game. Baruch lead by 4. We'll step aside. You're watching Baruch basketball on YouTube channel Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. So it'll be Baruch's ball as they lead by 4. 3:20 remaining here in the ball game. Castillo to walk it up. And it looks like a 1-3-1 sort of zone here, 1-1-3, however you want to say it.
Well, I think Baruch can get a good shot on the at the top, the wing, right there on the top of the keep. They're a little too far out now, but they should not go inside.
Baruch deep into the shot clock now. 5 seconds to shoot. Ooh, nice pass there by Castillo. Trainer back door. They got to shoot, though. Leung shot and block, no good, and it's going to be a shot clock violation.
Yeah, that zone was really a problem for Baruch there. They had no room to maneuver.
And they had Trainer back door. She just didn't go up with it. Tried to find Leung on the far side, but there was just not enough time left for her to get the shot up. So now Duquesne into the paint. Back outside to Diallo. Ball swung around the perimeter. Inside to Barnes now. Barnes going 1-on-2. Her shot blocked. Duquesne able to get that. Shot no good. Barnes on the rebound and lays it in.
Well, Barnes again getting too much position.
Barnes has 24 and 11, a monster night here at the Arc.
Every basket she's willed her way, David.
So now Trainer on the far side, over to Castillo. Baseline shot, no good. Valentin on the rebound, up ahead to Barnes at center court.
That was a travel, no call.
Barnes shot, oh wow, no good. Halfway, hit the rim 3 times and couldn't drop as Castillo goes right into the front court.
Castillo, she goes, she'll have an opening, but she...
Now Leung.
She swings it to Trainer's open. Trainer's got to step in.
Now Leung has it, gives it over to Bacarella on the far side. She's going to pull a 3 off back rim, no good. And it'll be Barnes who comes away with the rebound once again for the Lightning. Under a minute and a half remaining here in the ball game. Barnes over to the near side to Valentin. Valentin driving baseline, and it went off her leg last. And Baruch catching a break there as it's going to be Bearcats basketball.
Well, first off, Baruch has got to work clock now. The clock is their friend.
So now Leung into the front court, gives it over to Bacarella. Inside to McRae. Now even further into Castillo.
Trainer's
back outside
open.
to Bacarella. Bacarella floater in the lane. She gets that one to go.
The Italian Sterling, no better time than that one.
That was huge as we're under a minute now here in the fourth. Barnes inside. They're going to say too many steps, and it's going to go back to the Bearcats.
And Bacarella caused that turnover. The Italian Stallion, Bacarella coming big for Coach K and the Lady Bearcats.
And Coach Harrison wants to talk things over with 54 and a half remaining. Baruch lead by 4. So both teams break the huddle here. It'll be Baruch's ball with trainer Leung, Castillo, Bacarella, and McRae on the floor. It's Cola, Diallo, Duquesne, Rodriguez, and Barnes on the floor for Lehman. And Castillo splits two defenders, able to get it into the front court. Now over to Bacarella. Up top to Leung. Up top to Leung again. She's quickly doubled over to Castillo on the far side. Castillo almost got it tangled up for a jump ball, able to rip it away. Now Castillo over to Trainer here on the near side. She's going to step into one. Paige Trainer shot no good. It's going to be Diallo who comes away with it. 20 seconds remaining here in the ball game. Diallo now into the front court. Over to Cola on the near side. Looks at the basket, doesn't shoot. Over to Rodriguez.
No need to foul if you're Baruch.
Wild shot by Rodriguez, but she gets bailed out and will go to the line to shoot two. The foul there's on Bacarella, her second.
Yeah, Baruch just had to play defense with their feet and hands. That was a wild shot.
And Rodriguez off on the first.
Carmelo and Alex, the two greatest Baruch fans, really into this game with their hands and their feet.
These are Rodriguez's first free throws of the season as she knocks down the second, going 1 of 2. It's a 3-point game. Coach Harrison wants to talk things over. It's going to be a full timeout for Lehman. We'll be right back. We have 11.6 remaining here in the first game of your doubleheader between Lehman and Baruch. Baruch, after back-to-back wins against Medgar Evers, currently the 3 seed, facing off against the 6 seed here in the CUNYAC. Lehman trying to close them out. They're up by 3 with the ball, trying to get it inbounds here on the right side as it's loose. And it's going to be Lehman who comes away with it. Barnes pulls the 3 off back rim. No good. Ball batted out. It's into the hands of Leung. Barnes on the foul with 2.1 remaining, and Leung going to the line to close it out.
The problem with that last play is Baruch was too close to the sideline.
And I think Lehman had more time than they even realized. Barnes got the ball and put it up almost immediately.
Yeah.
They could have ran something there. They had about 7 or 8 seconds when she got the ball.
Well, again, we want Barnes to shoot the 3, which is what Lehman needs. Down by 3.
And Leung knocks down the first. It's a 4-point game, so that should do it. And Baruch should be able to hopefully get out of here, barring a miracle here from the Lightning, with a victory here tonight. And good on the second. It's a 5-point game with 2.1 remaining. And that will do it as the Bearcats going to get out of this one 58-53. They take the opening game of the doubleheader between Lehman and Baruch. Don't forget to tune in probably about 7:40 now. Lehman Baruch, the second game of your doubleheader. It's a battle for first place. We'll be back with action then. You're watching Baruch basketball on YouTube channel Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting.